Greg, we've made it to the last road trip of the season. I wanted to talk to you because of the strength of how this team has played in September. In your mind, when you guys were putting your heads together, putting a plan together of how you're going to work day in and day out, how do you think that has worked to have you guys play so well in September in back-to-back years?
Yeah, our boys love to work, and so do our coaches. So it was a great marriage of the two. And, like, for us, when we play our best baseball, we play clean baseball, fundamental baseball. We make great decisions with the baseball. We know where everyone's gonna impact the game, and that's our bread and butter. And that's what we kind of put our ownness on. And outside of that, our pitching's been outstanding, and that's the biggest thing. Is going to the six-man rotation has been a game changer for us, and our defense has been thriving behind that. When our pitchers are efficient, throwing strikes, competing their butts off, the boys behind them that are fielding, they feel that and they want to be a part of that. So it's been a great marriage of our pitching and defense, and that's something that is always going to be paramount for us.
It's crazy that you say fundamental baseball, and some people would scoff at that. But how important? I mean, we get to see every game. How important is it to day in and day out know where the ball's supposed to be, have the ball go where it's supposed to be, and make the outs when the ball's hit to a guy?
Yeah, I mean, this game has changed a lot over the years, and especially over the recent years, but that's one thing that's never going to change, and that's going to be the constant, is playing baseball, clean, fundamental baseball. And, I think we've all watched the playoffs over the years, and, we've seen teams lose playoff games and go in skids because of not playing good fundamental baseball. And that's something that we hang our hat on, and that's something that's been implemented here for years, even with, when Tito was here and his staff. So for us, it was just doubling down what they were doing and then running with it. So for us, we just have to keep on instilling that in our guys. And luckily, like we always talk about, when number 11, Jose Ramirez, is the king of playing fundamental baseball and playing hard, that's our standard. So all our guys just follow suit.
All right, let me ask you this. With just talking about 11 and what he does for a team. And, I get it. We've all talked about him so much, but I don't think we can talk about enough. Because when he comes up in Detroit yesterday, and that game is, back and forth, he comes up with that easy swing. You guys have done a great job of not relying upon him and letting these guys around him realize they need him. I love when I hear Quan talk about, I follow what Jose does. Mm-hmm. But now I'm hearing guys say, I'm following what Quan does. Mm-hmm. What does that say about developing players and winning at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate sign of respect for any player, right? So, obviously Jose's Jose. He's, in my opinion, the best all-around player in the game. He impacts every facet of the game. And Kwani, when he came up, he sees him doing it. So now Kwani sees that, and he runs with that. So now it's just a trickle-down effect of all of our guys. And, yeah, and it's a credit to Kwani, how he's been going out, handling his business, how he grinds out at bats, the defense, the base running. All of that, and especially being our leadoff hitter, he sets the standard, the tone for us every game. And now Jose's going to be Jose, but now our guys have essentially two players that embodies how we win games and how to go about your business. And especially for us, we're always going to be young, and we're always going to rely on our minor league players and the players that we develop to come and impact us. So now we have two players that guys look to, and hopefully – as the years to come, that number grows to a lot of different players. The way Bo has matured over the past 2 years has been awesome. Kyle Manzano coming to his own. I mean, Gabby Arias coming to his own. Rocchio, the list goes on. So that's what we have to do. So it's just a credit to Jose leading the way, and the same thing with Kwani. And at the end of the day, we don't want one leader in the clubhouse. You want multiple leaders in the clubhouse, and that's what we have in there. And it just shows on the field how much these players love playing for each other.
Last thing, you guys talk about making every game a playoff game or making every series a playoff series. And I get when I'm you hang with people like, oh, whatever, it's April or whatever it's. Mm-hmm. But how does that pay off at this time of the year where the whole world's going, this is the biggest game ever, and you guys walk in here and it's like, no, it's just like we were in May or June.
Yeah, it's just the mindset that we have. It's win today. Just win today and figure out tomorrow and try to win the series. It was the same thing last year for us, and it helped out. I know every interview that Hedgie spoke about, here's what he talked about. He talked about, we treat every game like a playoff game, and it's going to help us in the playoffs, and it did. And this year, I think it would be an understatement that the guys in the clubhouse have gone through some things this year, but their passion, their preparation, their heightened awareness for every game to win never wavered. And yeah, we've had a couple rough stretches, but at the end of the day, these guys have put themselves in a position to play meaningful games in September, and that's all you can ask for in this game. You play 162 games. Like that's the hardest thing to do in sports. To make the playoffs, that's the fun part. Like that's the fun. You navigated the toughest part of any professional sport, like I said, and then now you have an opportunity to go in the playoffs. So for us, it's just to play meaningful games, and hopefully you have a shot to punch our ticket. But for us, we just got to focus on today and win today and see what happens tomorrow.